Alright guys, welcome to the Week 7 weekly review. I didn't like how this week went, so I'm just going to get into it. Pulling it up here, James bent me over. It wasn't close. He beat him by 80. This was just heartbreaking. Dude, Tyrod Taylor, though, was a good pickup. So, I feel pretty good about that. But, dude, I got fucked over this. Royce Freeman was said. I had Zach Evans. Then they said Royce Freeman's going to be the starter, not Evans. So I pick up Royce Freeman. Then Darrell Henderson's the starter. That's just ridiculous. Bijan was sick, and they did not want to disclose that he was sick. So that was. I think they're investigating that. That's pretty shitty. DraftKings refunded my money on a Bijan bet because of that. Come on. Amari Cooper wanted to be absent until the last drive or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of bullshit. I think Cody fleeced me on that trade. He knew something I didn't. Cole Kmet, since I traded for him, I think he's combined for 1 point in 2 weeks. And fucking Gabe Davis has just... Dude, I should have traded him when everyone was asking for him. I was like, no, he's my best player at the moment. And then he just disappears. Put up 1, maybe 2 points the last 2 weeks. And then it wasn't even fair playing James. Dude put up 131. Deontay Foreman wants to go for 31 points. Saquon, 17. Amon-Ra, 16. Mark Andrews, 20. Jacoby Myers, 14. It's... Even if Bijan played, I was screwed, but still, that's so annoying. Tim and Cody. Standing wise, I was rooting for Tim, and he couldn't pull it out. Chris's video was hilarious. I guess Tim was going around saying this is bye week. I'm in poverty, or I'm poverty with a sad face. That's hilarious. Let's see, dude. Herbert is not doing that good this year, I feel like. At least in real life, not so much fantasy, but he only had 10 points this week. Kamara. Oh, dude, Tim traded Kamara, too. He traded Kamara and Josh Palmer, who were his 2 best players this week. So I told Tim at the bar that was a bad trade. I didn't like that trade for him. Sean, I think he definitely won that one. Cody, Hurts did good. Eckler, I think he's hurt again. I don't know what's going on with him. Cook was your best player. Kind of regret giving you him because, again, Amari has done garbage. But, Cody got the win. Jake and Sean. Did Jake outscore? Yeah, Jake outscored James. Sean had a pretty mediocre week with 87, but Jake slaughtered him still. Puka, still very relevant. 19. Again, bad trade by Tim, in my opinion. Lamar Jackson, 33. Dude, I was watching that game with Sean, and Lamar was just... It was the first quarter, and he was at 24 points. It was... I look at Sean, I'm like, yo, he's about to put up 80 on you. But, let's see. Let's look at Sean's. Calvin Ridley. I'm kind of happy I traded him away this year. Because he's not really done much. But Sean is Hawkinson, Stephon Diggs, Walker. Again, Sean had an okay week. But, dude, you benched Waller. 19. Wouldn't have been that big of a difference. All right, moving on to Chris. Chris and Jay. I don't know. Chris, you wouldn't have won if you went up against a good opponent, but you beat down on Jay. I think Chris just bullies the bad teams. And he's just, play a good team. Beat a good team. That's all I'll say. You're not that you're like the Dolphins. All right, they'll put up 70 points on the shit teams, and they play good teams, and they just crumble. So you know what, Chris? Potential fraud alert. That's all I'm gonna say. But let's see. Josh Allen 24, Pacheco 14, Tyreek 20, AJ Brown 24. All right, I mean you had an okay week this week, but again, potential fraud. Let's see you do that against. Let's see you do that against someone with a good record. Who's next? Owen and Carl. Dude, Carl didn't have a terrible week. Who is Ingram? I don't know. Carl started a guy named Ingram, who I don't know, who put up 0. Carl grabbed Darrell Henderson. Don't know how he knew he'd be good for a starter, but kind of bullshit. No big deal. Damn, Travis Kelce put up 29. Michael Pittman 15, Algier 12, Mahomes 33. Damn, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Good win on Owen. And then last game, Mike and Harry. Dude, I think we pissed Harry off saying how bad his team was recently because he was the highest scorer of the week. What did Jake have? Harry was the second highest scorer of the week. Mike barely outscoring me. Let me get Mike. Let me get Mike sometime soon. All right, that would be a good matchup. Instead of putting me up against guys who are putting up 148 or 130, whatever it was. All right, let's see. Mike had one guy above 10 points, so that's always a good sign. Sorry, two guys. There's a 10 and an 11. Harry had Jahmyr Gibbs 23, Addison 27, McCaffrey 21. Yeah, Browns defense 16. Yeah, hate to see that. Yeah, Mike, you kind of got smacked around a little bit this week, but congrats to Harry. Yeah, and I think he was a little upset about our comments. But all right, let's see. Going into this week, it's me versus Jake. I'm going me. I think. I mean, let's just go down the lineup. Kirk Cousins, Kirk Thuggins, he's back. He's going to outscore Lamar. Pollard's back from a bye. He's feeling good. Bijan, hopefully they decide to play this time. Amari Cooper is going to start playing football again. Brandon Ayuk, stud. Gabe Davis, I think he's going to go for 3 touchdowns. Yeah, dude, this could be one of the easiest wins of the year for me. Chris and James, dude, call me crazy, but I love the underdog story. I'm going James. Dude, James's team is sneaky good. I think this is where Chris is going to start getting exposed. Mark it down. Cody versus Owen. Owen's pretty consistent. I'm going to have to give Owen that one. I don't see Cody pulling that one off. Mike versus Jay. I'm going to have to get up on the Jay. Actually, let me look at the lineups real quick again. I'm taking that back. I'm going Mike. Mike's got the star power on his lineup. Maybe it's not maybe it's not translating the points as much, but he's got big names. Harry versus Carl. Giving that one to Carl. I think Harry's team had about as much as they're gonna. That was the biggest game they're gonna have this year. It's gonna go back down to like the 70s or the 80s, whatever he's putting up. And then lastly, Sean and Tim. Yeah, I see Sean taking this one. I think that trade really is going to fuck over Tim. I think he's going to lose. That fish is going to get a little sadder this week. But all right, that's what's going to happen next week. And good luck to everyone but Jake. All right, see you next week.